Hi guys, Harry here from Colour Pencil Reviews. Thanks very much for joining me today. First of all, I want to apologise for the delay in this video as opposed to the last video. I think it's been a couple of weeks now. But like I said with the very first video that I put up, I consciously didn't say that I would be putting videos out every Friday or whatever, because I knew I just wouldn't be able to do that due to my medical problems with my back. I've had a bit of a bad run with my back, and so that's been the delay in getting some more videos out there. I've bought quite a few new colour pencils which I'm really eager to review. I still have a lot of colour pencils that I haven't had previously that I haven't reviewed yet. And going forward, while I've been off kind of sitting thinking and mulling things over, what I'm going to do is, once I've got all the pencils individually reviewed and put up on YouTube, I'm then going to do some kind of like pitting against videos. So in other words, like get all the wax based pencils and pit them against each other, see which one works out best. Same with the oil based pencils, and you know, which set has the best white pencil. All these types of things are what I want to do going forward. But for now, the set that I'm going to review is the Lyra set here. Actually, I got a couple of requests to review these pencils, and I've actually wanted to buy them myself, but just never got round to it. And so when I was asked by people, it kind of just pushed me on to do them. I was also asked to do do a review on the Koh-i-Noor colour pencils, so I bought a set of those. They're going to be next up on the channel, and I've just recently bought myself some Caran d'Ache Super Colour Soft water soluble pencils. I've wanted a set of those for an awful long time, so I was lucky enough to be able to get a set of those, which will also be reviewed. So straight into the review, just a little bit about the company, because you know, everybody wants to know about the pencil, not really the company. But the company they're a German company, so kind of like in the same region as Faber-Castell. The Germans make great products, we all know that. The company was established in 1806, so it's been around for an awful long time. When I got the pencils, they come in this, I've actually taken the sleeve off. There's like a cardboard sleeve, and on the back of it there's a bit of information about the pencils. I'll get into that in a second. So you can do what you want with that, but I'm going to keep it. But I've obviously taken it off before I've done this video because it's a bit of a nightmare to get in and out. And then at the side here you have, it's just a plain silver tin, nothing on the tin, so that's why it's up to you whether you keep the sleeve or not, because all the information's on that sleeve. Now, Lisa from Lockheed Fine Art, she's just recently done a fantastic review on these pencils, and she did mention in that review that she thought that the tin that she was using, the pencils that she had bought, had come in an older type tin or box, and so there wasn't the information on that tin that she was led to believe was on newer tins. So I think this is one of the newer tins that she's talking about, and if so, hopefully I'll be able to share the information that is on these if it's beneficial to you. So let's open the tin and let's get into it. So this is a 36 set, and as you can see, all the colours. When I was laying these down and doing my colour swatch, which I'll go through in a bit, I did have a couple of issues with them, but like I say, I'll go through those once I bring out the colour swatch. The pencils themselves, so that's the first stage. It says on the box here that, I don't know whether you can see that, just there, that the pencils are a 4mm core. Now I'm not too sure whether they're talking about the entire diameter or if they're talking about the actual core of the pencil, the pigment, the lead, because they don't seem like, when you hold them, they don't feel like 4mm pencils. The Caran d'Ache, in fact the Derwent Artist range, they are 4mm casing, and or sorry, 4mm core, and they seem a little bit thicker. So I'm wondering, is the 4mm the external case. I couldn't find out any further information on that side of things. Along the side of the pencil it says the colour. This one is orange yellow. There is a number there as well, but that number is really long. It's like 20000, 5 zeros and then a 9. So I don't know whether the last digit of this serial code is relevant or not, or whether you need the entire number. It also says the name of the colour in German, which is handy if you speak German. Then on the other side of the pencil it says the name of the company, the type of pencil it is, which is the Rembrandt Polycolor. One of the other things that some people have been asking me about, and I'm not 100% sure what the relevance to this is, but as you can see at the end of these pencils, they are capped. And what I mean by that is, if you take a look at say the Prismacolor, they're not capped at the end, and you can see the core, you can see the pencil core all the way through. Now I think with the pencils being capped, I could be wrong here, I could be just waffling nonsense, but I think if the pencils are capped, it means that the cores are centered better, or at the very least they're protected better. The core is protected better from, I don't know, external grit and stuff. But people have been asking to state whether these reviews, if the pencils are capped or not. So that's that. Now in this tin of 36 comes Lyra give you a blender which comes in this set. Now I can say that this blender works incredibly well with these particular pencils, so it is worthwhile keeping the hold of this blender if you're going to be using these on their own. One thing I did notice when I opened this set, and it's only really on the black pencil, so I'm sure this is just a manufacturing fault with this one particular pencil, but as you can see there's a crack all the way along. There you go, you can see it a little bit better there, all the way along the pencil, all the way down to the core. Now I have sharpened this pencil and it hasn't really affected it just yet. I don't know whether it will do, but it's the black pencil in any case. In terms of the light fast with these pencils, now this is what I was referring to with the back of the box. The back of the box has all the information with regards to light fastness. Now I know that people previously have found the light fast rating on the Lyra pencils difficult to find, and so this is what I think Lisa was referring to when she was saying about her set being an older box set and that they've updated their boxes. I think this is what she was referring to. So if you take a look here, there you go, it says 3 stars are extremely good and light fast. Let me just zoom out a little bit there. 2 stars are good light fastness, and 1 star is light fastness satisfying. Now I don't exactly know what that means, satisfying to what or to who, and to how long does the satisfying light fast rating last. I really don't know. I couldn't find any information on this as to how they use this rating system or anything like that. Zoom out. Out of this set of 36, 33 of them are light fast rating 3, and only 3 of them are light fast rating 2. So that's really quite good. If you take their light fast rating as read, it's really good. As you can see here, the colours, you can see all the 3 stars there yourself, and that's why I was saying, it's up to you whether you keep this or not, whether it's relevant to you or not. That's entirely up to you. These pencils do come in various sets. They come in sets of 12, 24, 36, but the biggest set is 72, which I know a lot of colour pencil artists like to see more, like in the 120 range, that type of thing. Also, the price range for these particular pencils is really, really good. For this 36 set, it cost me £28.99, which is really good, because you're talking about, for some of the other brands, you're talking about a 36 set is going to cost you about £60, maybe even more for some of them. So that's really good. I'll put some prices down below in the comment section or in the description box for other sets. Now I got these on Amazon, so obviously, you know, pricing and what have you, it will vary from place to place wherever you're going to buy them. Okay, so as you can see here, I've done a swatch, and with the boxes here, the writing down the side here is just for my reference, because I cut these up and put them into strips and then tie them together into one swatch. So it helps me whenever I'm trying to find colours in the future for artwork. So disregard all that writing. But as you can see here with the boxes that I've done, it's kind of heavier pressure on the top and lighter pressure on the bottom. Just gives me a better indication of the coverage of the pencil, that type of thing. When I was doing these colour swatches, I think that the colour laid down very well. The pigment is beautiful in them, very bright. As you can see here, especially in the yellows, it's really, really gorgeous and bright. It reminded me a little bit of the Derwent Colour Soft, but the core was a little bit harder, if that makes sense. One of the things that I wasn't really impressed about, and this is more to do probably with the size of the set, it only being a 36 set, but if you look here at the reds, they're very, very similar, and I would just like to see, especially in the smaller sets, maybe them trying to come up with or add in their two more different coloured or shades of red than they have done. They've got a light carmine, dark carmine, rose carmine, and what's that one? Pale geranium lake. And as you can see there, the colours are very similar. Now, you know, I know with colour pencils they do blend. You can mix the colours a little bit, but they're not watercolours. And so I just, for me, and if you look over here as well, there's only two greys in this set. There's a light grey and a medium grey, and I think maybe they could have took out maybe two of those reds and put in two different greys, another two different shades of grey, but that's just probably me nitpicking over the pencils themselves. Okay, as you can see here, I've done some dry blending, and as you can see, the red and the yellow have blended really quite well and brought up this lovely orange. Same with the yellow and blue, have brought up this beautiful green. However, and the paper that I'm using here is Daler and Rowney. It's £140 watercolour paper, hot pressed, so there's not a lot of tooth on it or anything like that. It's quite smooth. But I've used this paper before, and I've used Zested solvent all the time on drawings that I've done, and the colour pencils that I've used in the past have definitely blended a lot better than this. If you look here, this is the Zested. Now, this might be down to the paper, or it could be down to the fact that I didn't put loads of layers in. I did lay the colour down quite heavily because I wanted it to mix well, but it just really hasn't come up. It seemed to be, when I put the solvent on, that the colour just kind of disappeared. I don't know, it just didn't work. It's certainly not as well as the dry blending, and I did this with the Lyra blender that they have in their set, so that's something to look into. Let me just zoom back out again. One of the other tests that I wanted to do here was erasability, how well these pencils erase, and I'm going to use as you can see here, I have done a little tester on it, but I'll do it again so you can actually see it working. I've used the grey, the medium grey that they have, and I've laid the colour down quite heavy. Let me zoom in there for you. There we go. I've laid it down quite heavy, so it's not going to come off all together, but as you can see there, the Derwent electric razor or battery razor does a fairly good job. I've got this little Tombow mono eraser. Use that as well. As you can see there, the colour lifts off quite well with that. And I'm also going to use the Faber-Castell putty eraser. I love it. Out of all the putty erasers I've tried, this one here I think is definitely my favourite. But as you can see there, it lifts it up a little bit, but don't forget, I have, you know, if you're going to be using a putty eraser, you've probably only put the layers down quite light in any case, and I went quite heavy on that. So that is it with the Lyra colour pencils. One other test that I want to do, I've decided that I'm going to do this from now on in my reviews, is try the pencils on black paper. Now this is, sorry, I'm going to have to zoom back out again here. Okay, as you can see here, this is the Winsor & Newton black paper, so it's decent quality paper. But a lot of people seem to be asking the question, you know, how these colour pencils work with black paper. So I'm going to do a little bit of a test here on this. So that yellow, which is lemon cadmium, it's a little bit transparent. That actually, it's not very opaque. Try one of the reds. This is pale germanium lake. Again, it's a little bit transparent. This is a light blue. And that's coming up better. That's it's quite nice. And then last of all is this lovely apple green. I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on here, obviously. It's actually quite similar to the yellow there. Oh, not in the camera actually, but if you're looking at it now, it is. And that's really about it, guys. So that's the pencils on black paper as well. Okay, so that's my review for the Lyra colour pencils. All in all, I think for the price of these pencils, they are excellent pencils. There's a lot of colour pencil artists out there that swear by these. They use them, and the work that they produce is just amazing. I really like them. I'm really glad that I bought them. I'm really happy that I was asked to review them because I probably wouldn't have bought them for quite a while yet. So I'm really glad that I was asked to review them. And I would definitely recommend getting these pencils, especially for somebody that's starting out. I think some of the pencils that I got when I very first started out, I wish I had known about these pencils or had been recommended these ones, because I think they would have been a better set to start out with. And I'm not saying that they are, that's the only thing that these pencils should be used for. Artists, like I say, there's some fantastic colour pencil artists that use these pencils exclusively, and they get some fantastic work with them. Anyway guys, that's it. If you want to ask me any questions, if I've left anything out, by all means leave your questions in the comments section, and I always get back to people. Thanks very much for watching this channel, and I really appreciate all the support that I've got. I use an app called Arduino, which is it's an art-based app, and lots of artists use it. They showcase their artwork on there, and people can comment on it. It's a little bit like Instagram, but it's exclusively for the art community. If you want, I've got a link down below. You can go across and join up to Arduino and follow me over there. And like I say, when I do little sketches and stuff like that, I put it up over there as well. So if you want to follow me over there, by all means do so. I've also got Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can follow me. The links will be down below. And don't forget, if you want more information and better look at my own attempts at artwork, you can go over to my website, which is colourpencilreviews.com, and there's a lot more information over there as well. Thanks very much guys. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye.